Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. Good morning. Sorry for this last minute notification. So I'm actually on leave. So what I'll be doing today, I will give you brief instruction and a bit of explanation on what you are expected to do today. And then I will leave you with your group discussion. And then I will list out what are the expected things that you shall accomplish um, hopefully by the end of the day, but I will give you the deadline until Sunday. All right, let's start. So this week, what we are aiming to do is to identify central issues of the problem that you have selected. I saw that I think group 1 selected problem 1 and group 2 selected problem 4. So good for you to complete that. Let's move on to what you are expected to do for today. So today you need to identify central issue, and how are you going to do that? Firstly, you need to read the given case carefully. Make sure you understand the case. Hopefully, before selecting the problem, you have you have give a good read on each of the problems and selected the one that you understand well. And then you will try to extract issues in the case. I believe that for every problem, there are more than just one issue in that problem. So what you're going to do is to extract as as many issues you can identify, right? And then finally, within all those issues that you have identified, what you need to do is to identify the main issue. So sometimes with the main issue, it is like a combination of all the issues that you have identified, or it could be just one main issues that you have one issues that you have listed, and this issue is actually the one that is more dominant compared to the rest of the issues that you have listed. Okay, right. Next is so this is the slide that I found in the previous the pre in the slides on 4 main steps toward ethical decision making, and this is one of them, and I believe you have gone through it. So identify and state the problem. So what you need to do is to gather as much information as possible, outline the facts, separating out bias, innuendos, assumptions, hypotheses, or suspicion. So there are several questions you can ask yourself when you are trying to list out the question, which are: what is the issues? Are there any underlying issues? Does this situation make you uncomfortable, and then why? Right. Next. So for this week, what you need to do, I give you the main activity as identifying the main issues, but the things that you need to identify as well as are relevant law. Is there any relevant law related to the problems given? Is there any act if you can find, or is there any guidelines? It could be local, or it could be international, right? Is there any previous similar case? I do know there are few cases somehow relatable to the problem that you have selected. It could not be straightly or directly related, but it is somehow relevant. So you can, have a look online, have a search, and then see if there's any um, real life cases. Um, those cases you can find it either on website, or you can also find it on newspapers articles report. So yeah, those are the places that you can find the examples. So conduct a literature search on the issues or topic related to the case. So if, like I said, is there any publication ethics? Is there any newspaper report relatable to the problems? Again, is there any similar case in history, or you can recall an almost similar incident recently? And how does this case may help you in making decision? So you need to take note on all of this information that we ask you to look for. Um, you're probably going to include it in the poster, but it's not going to be all of them. So I'm going to show you the example of the poster. It's actually available in the spectrum for SIX 1002, but for this particular activities of week 5, identifying the main central issues, I'm going to show you does it look like in the poster later. right? So I'm going to give you an example from problem 2 and what are the extracted issues from this problem. So let's just go through this problem. So Johan is a final year student in chemical engineering course program. So since Johan had expected to return to the kampong, he already missed many opportunities for job interviews. So he would have to work quickly. After an intensive search, only one solid opportunity surfaced, which is a super growth syndrome Berhad. This company will be on campus next week to interview candidates for a supervisory job requiring a degree in chemical engineering. So Johan is in a dilemma. His family has always opposed the use of pesticide and used strictly organic methods. In fact, Johan's father is noted in the kampong for his outspoken view about this, and Johan admires this in his father. Johan's studies have done nothing to shake his conviction that organic farming is best, and in addition, he is now more convinced than ever that the pesticide industry not only harming the environment generally, but also products in particular. So these are the listed issues in problem 2, which are Johan missed out many job interviews as he would be returning to his hometown. The potential job interview suits his qualification, but again, his and his father's view on pesticides. Taking up the job will probably lead to conflicts with his father. Johan prefers the organic method over the chemical method in farming. Of all these listed issues, the most dominant and the one that we can further analyze for this ethical problem-based PBL, problem-based learning. And then you need to know that sometimes I think in week 7 or in week 8, we're going to test every solution of every problems, and then we're going to give them a test on probability test, professional test, religions test. I think what's another test? No, lupa dah satu tu. But anyway, so make sure that the problems that you have selected, you can come up with this. You can solve the problems with at least one solution, and that solution can be tested with all those tests that I have mentioned. All right. So for these issues, for these problems, the issues that chosen as the main issues is the potential job suit his qualification. The potential job interview suits his qualification. But again, his and his father's view on pesticides. So based on these main issues, the one that I've bold, you can further analyze it, and you can further go and get a solution for these issues and then test it in all those tests. Right. So what are the things that I expect you for this week 5? Firstly, I want you to list all the issues in the ethical dilemma that you have chosen. So group 1, choose the ethical dilemma. Prepare or list out the issues in problem 1, and group 2, problem 4. And then you choose the main issues. Make sure you also did all the search that I have listed to you about, the background of the issues and your relevant cases relatable to your issues. And then I would advise you to start early to write for the introduction or background of the poster, since you have already done that search. So for this week, I think it will be good for you to fill in the Google form, since we are not having a synchronous class. So go on the link is listed here. I will share it in the group as well. So fill in this form. You can do it by end of the day, or once your groups have listed all the problems, all the issues, and then finalize the main issues. So as I told you, start your write early. So this is a part of the poster that is given to you in the spectrum. I just want to have your attention on the first part of the poster, which is the background and introduction part. So you can see in the background, this group rephrase the problem, so you do not simply copy paste the problem that's given to you and then paste it on the introduction part. So you need to rephrase it and then highlights the main problems. So sorry, it's very small, but anyway, so you can see this is the problems. So they basically paraphrase the problem that's given to you, but then at the end of the introduction, they give you the preliminary decision. So this one will do it later, I think in week 4. This one is 5, 6, I think in week 7. Yeah, so they will give you the preliminary decision. So make sure the problem given to you, you will search the related background information, and then rephrase it, make it, and then you highlight the main issues in the introduction. And if you have any similar case with your problems, you can also put it in the poster, and then place it here or place it anywhere that suits, that's suitable for the poster structure. Poster structure is also one of the things that we'll be evaluating. All right, so with that, I will leave you with for your group discussion. If you have any problems, you can text me on WhatsApp group. If not, I shall see you next week. All the best and have fun in discussing. Goodbye.